Pledis New Boy Group already hit with a plagiarism accusation? But BLACKPINK's Jennie is free. RIIZE's Anton addresses Nepo baby accusations? Kinda. But what happened to this year's dispatch couple? All that and more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-Pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. I also have a second channel where I've been uploading vlogs. As usual, resources linked below, as well as everything we talk about today. So let's get into it. I got a new haircut, by the way. I don't know if anybody noticed. It feels like I have no hair anymore because I got layers, and I already have been losing I lost so much hair. Like in general, before the haircut, it's just been coming out. So now it feels like I have nothing, but is it more voluminous? That was the goal. Okay, so let's talk about Pledis New Boy Group, or how people are referring to them as 17's brother group. I think it's pronounced as To Us. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw their name, I just kept thinking like trigger warnings, you know, like I don't know, that's what I thought. Now, what does To Us stand for? I know you guys are all at the edge of your seats waiting. Let's take a look. The name explanation, according to K Profiles, is 24/7 with us. I'm not gonna knock it. I love ridiculous K-pop group names. Not that this is the most ridiculous we've ever seen, but the F for the 4 and the S for the 7 are completely unaccounted for, and I kind of like that energy. And then it's written like To Us, right? To Us, one we. I'm not even screen recording. Oh my god, that would have been so bad to notice later on. Now, it seems that their logo has been accused of plagiarism by a watch brand. Pledis Entertainment's new boy group TWS faces logo plagiarism controversy ahead of their debut. So TWM strap is a custom watch strap brand, and they took to their Instagram to showcase these similarities. So a group called TWS copied and used my logo, a very similar logo. It's a logo I drew by hand and have trademark rights to. This is a frustrating start to a new year. I will have to report this as trademark infringement through a lawyer tomorrow. If you compare the group's logo to my precious creation, it's just outrageous. It's a precious logo with the trademark protection under my name. I can't just let this go. So here we see the Instagram stories here, and of course the side-by-sides. You know, I have to admit it's very similar. They go on to continue writing. I have been using the TWM strap logo since September 2018, and it has been my own creation that has registered trademark rights. I cannot accept copies. This logo is the face of my brand. I have received threat messages, and I will be capturing them and reporting them. Now, whenever a K-pop group is called out for plagiarism, this is always the case. This is a tale as old as time. I see this all the time. The person who calls out the plagiarism, even though the similarities are as clear as day, K-pop fans take it upon themselves to send these people threats. I cannot emphasize this enough. That is not okay behavior. If you have something trademarked, you have to defend it. You absolutely have to defend it. So it seems that TWM strap also contacted Pledis but didn't receive any response as of yet. The logo is a valuable asset of mine that I drew by hand and trademarked based on it. Designs that copy this are unacceptable. It is especially disappointing that an entertainment company whose name is life took care of the matter without even properly checking it. As soon as you see it, please leave your contact information or contact me on my YouTube channel or Instagram. If you do not contact us in this regard, we will take legal action through a lawyer. This logo is my creative work and a precious logo that I have been using for years. I mean, I can imagine it's very disheartening, especially, I mean, you can't deny the similarities, but I don't know copyright law, and I will never pretend to understand copyright law because I've gotten my channel demonetized for reused content. I've gotten 47 copyright claims by SBS Entertainment, and that doesn't include the hundreds of other copyright claims that I've gotten from other companies for what I think is fair use content, but who knows? The future of this, I have no idea what it could be. So here's what some K-netizens think of this situation. Thank goodness the brand has trademark rights to the logo. It's totally the same. It looks too similar. It looks like it's going to be a problem. Wow, it's way too similar. It's too much the same. This is too much. To them, it might be easy, but for the brand, it must have taken a lot of thought to make it. So for this one, we're still waiting on Pledis to release a statement about this, or maybe they'll never address it at all. Do you guys remember? It's always SM Entertainment. I take it back. I know SM stands are... I don't want to... We don't need to fight about this right now. I'm not in the mood. But there was an instance in Red Velvet's Oompa Oompa music video where they were wearing specific dresses, and then this designer called out SM Entertainment for copying her designs, and of course, K-pop stans went to the designer sending a bunch of threats and hate to her. But then it seems that SM silently resolved the issue because they never really released a statement about it, as far as I remember. Red Velvet Oompa Oompa outfit plagiarism. Do you guys remember this? Oh, so they collabed with her after the fact. So Red Velvet reveals new collab with designer after plagiarism controversy. Oh, yeah. So these are the outfits that they were accused of plagiarizing. Okay, do you guys remember this actually? This was the designer's dress. Oh, so 6 months later, they actually worked with her. You know, that's kind of what's, I guess, like honorable about SM Entertainment. Like they'll plagiarize something, but then they'll work with the people they plagiarized after the fact. Like this also happened with aespa, right? With their debut teasers. Do you guys remember that as well? Because then I think it was during their next level era that they actually worked with that designer that they plagiarized, right? aespa plagiarism. Oh yes, do you guys remember this too? SM Entertainment hires artists they allegedly plagiarized for aespa's comeback. Yes, I remember the similarities that were being called out, then literally working on next level with SM Entertainment. It's very interesting, isn't it? Now, I'm not sure how this would apply in terms of, you know, plagiarizing or allegedly plagiarizing a logo, but it would be very interesting if they asked the watch brand to design them a new logo. You never know. I think it would be a really good way to rectify the situation and compensate the original designer. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about the situation. Do you think they're too similar? What do you think the outcome of the situation is going to be? Let me know in the comments. Don't think I haven't noticed. Don't think I haven't noticed everybody being so happy for Blackpink's Jennie, who is seemingly more free with her activities. We have seen her so look, okay, here's the thing. When I first was seeing this on TikTok, people being like, oh my god, Jennie is so busy, like we're seeing her so much. I immediately thought of like people complaining that Blackpink was too busy in the past. I'm like, you guys don't make sense, because when they're flying everywhere doing all this stuff, you guys are like, they're too busy, their schedules are too packed, YG is overworking them. But then now she's actually busy and it's okay. Like I had a moment like that, but then I like finally understood it, because I feel like when they were under YG Entertainment, they were busy for mostly like non-tangible things, if that makes sense. But now they're busy with things where we can actually like fully see them. It's not like modeling or just being the face of something. We can actually see them interacting with other people, and it's what we've wanted for such a long time, right? You know, debut Blackpink, they were going on shows, we got to see them. So I feel like I'm seeing Jennie as if like she just debuted or something. It's so weird to see her in this context. And naturally, a lot of people are criticizing YG Entertainment for holding her back. You know, recently she's appeared on Ihyori's red carpet. Here are some pictures from the event. She's in a cute white dress with these like white tights. I've seen these videos of her everywhere, and I just feel like we wouldn't have gotten this type of interaction if she was under YG. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, sure, you can see her in her dress anywhere, but like, you know, the like interacting with the well, you could see that on music. I don't, you have to get it, and I get it. Here's some comments. Her outfit is a bit so-so, but since it's Jennie, she pulled it off. Who cares about the skin what skin exposure? What skin is being exposed? Maybe like the cleavage part, I guess. Otherwise, she feels like considerably covered up. Her clothes are super pretty though. She reminds me of that white Chanel flower. It suits her, and Jennie is pretty. Seems like they asked her for a heart. Cute. I bet that outfit was pretty expensive, but it looks so. She's always pretty, but the outfit is a shame. So it seems that people were not like the biggest fan of the outfit choice. We even have the next article. Blackpink's Jennie receives mixed opinions about her styling in her first schedule away from YG Entertainment. I mean, the pictures probably don't do it super justice. I mean, they look like they were taken on a flip phone, but it also does feel quite Jennie, right? Here's some more comments. The outfits gives solo vibes as well as You and Me. Wow, effing pretty. Gasp. Come to think of it, she'll get a wider variety of activities now that she has her own company. Love it. The outfit reminds me of Tissue. Kind of, right? I thought I was the only one who thought the outfit was weird. The styling makes her upper body look long. It's so Jennie, somewhat. The hair accessories too, pretty. The outfit is effing pretty. I think when the show airs, she'll look like a fairy. So pretty. So what do you think of this outfit? I think when we get to see it in more movement, in higher quality, it'll look a lot better. Not that it doesn't look good now, but you get what I mean, okay? She looks absolutely, when she was like running onto the stage and you just saw her hair flowing, I thought she looked really good. Then we also have people reacting to her schedules since leaving YG Entertainment. YG held her back all these years. I don't think that's quite surprising, you know. I think we experienced this with CL as well, where she was in YG not releasing anything. And then as soon as she left YG Entertainment, oh, suddenly we're getting all these music videos, all these song releases. And she even put the date of when she wrote the songs in the title of the song. So you could see it was when she was with YG Entertainment. So it's not unsurprising to me. It's not surprising to me. You get the gist. Yeah, I think you get the gist. Ironically released with YG, but it's fine. So at the end of 2023, it was announced, of course, that she has atelier. We already covered all of that in previous videos. Although 2024 has only just started, many can't stop praising Jennie for how booked she is. Within the first few days of the year, new photos of Jennie for Hera and Coco Chanel were released. You know, good for her. I picture it sometimes. I'm just like picturing this in my head, you know. She has established such a good relationship with these brands that I don't think that they would just drop her if she left the company, you know. It would make sense to continue their partnerships through this, even though YG might have been the one to have, you know, introduced these partnerships or established these partnerships. Does that make sense? Anyways, so we get to see her in apartment 404 and the trailer has been released. And then of course we just talked about Ihari's red carpet. So here's what some people have to say. This is how you know that this is how you know that old BYG was the problem. YG was stopping Jennie so much to the point Blinks were saying it's her who didn't want to appear on variety shows. Noticing how Jennie keeps getting variety show appearances, more campaigns, and ads after she left YG. Jennie booking all these shows and campaigns after starting her own company just proves how much YG held her back these past few years. I'm so happy she's finally free. From being the least seen K-pop idol in Korean shows to having 2 confirmed Korean show appearances on the 2nd day of the year after being freed from YG is insane. You know damn well she went through hell and back with those restrictions back then. Here's another thing I pictured. I don't know, I have a lot of time to think. I was just kind of picturing like, especially when it came to Lisa's Crazy Horse performance and Jennie in the i-dle, I was just like, I feel like this is something that, oh my god, I have so many thoughts. I feel like YG either was like saying yes to those things to like keep them at the company, like, okay, we'll say yes to, I don't know, or they really had to fight for those because I feel like, well, there's no way YG would say yes to that. So they had to really fight for that. But I don't know. This is again all speculation, just things that I was thinking about. So of course we have people super happy about Jennie. We also have an update with Jisoo as well. So Blackpink's Jisoo to hold her solo activities under the management of her brother's agency. I didn't know he had an agency. I'm going to take this with a grain of salt until she herself announces something. But it says, according to an exclusive media report on January 2nd, Jisoo has signed on with her brother's agency Blisoo. Blisoo is a spin-off entertainment startup under Biomom Inc., where Jisoo's brother is the CEO. Lisa recently posted an ad looking for experienced hires with Jisoo's picture. Okay, so a representative from Biomom Inc. denied to give a comment on the issue, saying it's complicated to define the company's relationship with Blisoo. I don't know the CEO's family relationship either. So take that with a grain of salt, essentially. But I did want to discuss this a little bit because I always did feel like Blackpink were like, I don't know, YG's vision of Blackpink seemed to be one that was like this unattainable status, or like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. What my point is, it wouldn't surprise me if YG would want to keep like close tabs on what Blackpink is doing to preserve the group's image to an extent. And that's why we like never saw them. Because if they're not doing anything, then the image is perfectly preserved, right? I don't know. It does seem interesting, like the stark difference between Jennie under YG and Jennie under her own company. So of course, let me know your thoughts about all that in the comments below, and we shall move on. No, we're not moving on. That's a lie, because I also saw this other thing on TikTok that I want to bring up. Because have you guys seen Jennie's new song on TikTok? It's not actually her song. It is a song, an AI generated song. Oh my god, I actually really like this song. So I looked it up and it was from a creator called Freddie Mix. So here's the original, and I think it's going viral on TikTok. That, or you know, sometimes you'll watch one thing and then TikTok will show you every single video to ever exist with that sound. And it's not that it's necessarily going viral, but TikTok knows that you watched that one video, so it's showing you everything. So it's not going viral, but you're just seeing every single video that exists with it. But I don't know, I'm seeing this song everywhere, and it's giving like early 2000s like scene vibes, if that makes sense. And I quite like it. Like it's unique, you know. And there's a lyric in it where they're like, we don't mess with YG or something. Anyway, shout out to Freddie Mix because it's super iconic. Let's move on to RIIZE's Anton addressing his Nepo baby accusations. Not really, but this whole interaction is quite interesting to look at. So essentially he made a TikTok with his famous producer dad. And if you look at the caption of the TikTok, it says real baby. Now someone commented Nepo baby. And of course the RIIZE account hearted the comment and Anton himself responded. I mean, we're assuming it's Anton, who else would it be? Essentially referencing Lady Gaga's song Born This Way. Anton wasn't afraid to hit back, but I'm not sure, like the way I see it, it was a very lighthearted exchange. There are some people who are like, no, he absolutely destroyed his haters. Then there are people who are like, but he is a Nepo baby and he's just acknowledging that. And anyway, a bit more about his dad, who is Miyeon. He's a famous producer, a South Korean composer, singer, songwriter, and actually if you look at his Wikipedia page, he's also a contemporary music professor at the Seongshin Women's University. He's got a lengthy list of accomplishments, all that jazz. Now, if you're confused what a Nepo baby is, I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look. So according to Wikipedia, Nepo baby, short for nepotism baby, is a term referring to the children of celebrities who have succeeded in careers similar to those of their parents. So let's say you see two actors and they have a child, and then that child goes into acting as well. Can work with singers, can work with other industries as well. But when it comes to like acting and singing, like you see a face to it. If someone's like in business and is a nepotism baby, like who are they? I don't know. So the implication is that because their parents already had connections to an industry, the child was able to use those connections to build a career in that industry. Now it can be used in a mean way, like you're a Nepo baby, you didn't work or earn what you got, it just came easy to you. But sometimes people use it in like a loving, descriptive way. You had connections and that's okay, we still love you. It really depends. Here's an example of Maud Apatow. Her mother is Leslie Mann, her dad is Judd Apatow. We also have Lily Rose Depp, whose father is Johnny Depp and her mother is Vanessa Paradis. Like you get the idea, right? Now Nepo babies often get a bad rep, and I do think it's because of how they respond to being called a Nepo baby. Because you can't deny being a Nepo baby. You inherently have a name associated with you and connections that some people don't even know exist. There's no denying that. And it's okay. But I think it's the way Nepo babies respond to being called Nepo babies that really set the tone for how people really view them. So it's just an observation. I personally don't think Anton was doing anything malicious. I don't think the original commenter actually was being malicious to begin with either. I don't think it was meant in any mean way, like Anton was responding to haters. I think he was just acknowledging it in a funny way personally. But here's what some K-netizens think. RIIZE Anton has an effing strong mentality, his TikTok reply. This is cool, but why are people telling him don't feed the troll? Compared to idols who don't say anything about these idols, replying like this is effing refreshing, so I find him likable. The Nepo baby itself is a sarcastic reference to the child who is a golden spoon model and who does nothing and goes straight to walk the world's greatest fashion shows. This word doesn't even apply to Anton, who tried under SM to debut. RIIZE went on a video on their official account with his dad to leave hate comments, and these people who are saying that they said the truth are just leaving hate comments too. If you look at the reaction overseas, everyone is saying that he gave a good reply. Usually Anton says to his fans, I'm going to try harder, I'm going to work harder, I'm going to love you. I know you don't take it for granted, I'm going to improve, and it's great that he's a friend who lives by his words. The fact that he used Lady Gaga's song on a challenge video with his dad makes me realize that he has a good sense. The maknae who gets babied in RIIZE actually has the biggest confidence and is the most hip-hop. Should all idols remain silent and not feed the trolls because they are idols? Can you not even talk back to someone who's cursing at him? I'm seriously shocked by people's reaction here. I find him cool. I don't know, maybe it's like a term that is just so overused that it's kind of lost its meaning, and maybe it has, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Actually, you guys have. I made a short about this, so let's see what you guys had to say. Perfect response, to be honest, because it's not like he can control it. And being a Nepo baby isn't a bad thing when your talents match up for the job and fame you wanted to get. And Anton's talented, so it shouldn't be a problem. That's the thing. Like, you know, when people say like Nepo baby in a bad way, it's often, from what I've seen, of course, you can, people, I feel like I have to like clarify every single statement. Of course, you can call Anton a Nepo baby and mean it in a bad way, but from what I've seen, when people say like, oh, this person is a Nepo baby, the issue of Nepo babies is like someone walking a runway and their parents are models and they're just doing such a horrible job, and there's no way they would have gotten to where they were with their talents alone. I see that quite often, but I don't know. I also often see Nepo baby in like a funny way. Like, oh, this celebrity is my favorite Nepo baby. And it's because they play with the term themselves as well. They don't take it personally. They understand their privilege. You get what I mean? Like they have fun with it. And I feel like he's having fun with it. That's just my opinion anyways. This is why Anton is my bias. The way he's like, well, yeah, being a Nepo baby isn't necessarily negative. It's just a problem if they pretend they didn't have it easier. Most Nepo babies are pretty talented. Anton was savage, lol. If anything, this made me love Anton even more. Lots of K-pop idols are Nepo babies and or trust fund babies, but K-pop fans are not ready to have that conversation. Best reply an idol can say in this type of situation. That's hilarious. It's good that Anton isn't bothered because it was destiny designed, not privilege, and he embraced merit over misconception. This is hysterical. I love it. Yep, that's my bias right there. As he should. Y'all people need to stop associating being a Nepo baby to being malicious and negative. LMAO stand Anton for a better life. Most parents will share their industry and try to give their kid a leg up if they can. This is true from mechanics to engineers to lawyers in Hollywood. It's natural for parents to help their children succeed. Who cares if you're a Nepo baby unless you don't have the skills or talent to back it up? Anton is very talented, so it's not like he changes much. SM would have probably chosen to be in RIIZE anyways. So there we have it. Of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think, first of all, do you think being called a Nepo baby is always a negative thing? Do you think his response was like shutting down haters, or do you think he was having fun with it too? Let me know. Let's talk about this year's 2024 Dispatch couple reveal. Or not. What happened? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's okay that it didn't happen. I'm sure it's probably better that way. But I did find this TikTok that really cracked me up. Thanks for nothing. You know, we were all at the edge of our seats waiting for something to be revealed, and nothing was. We were waiting for that second gen idol turned actor and the fourth gen idol to be revealed, as it was kind of teased. But alas, many concluded that Dispatch must have been paid off by the company and or companies. And you know, it is something you hear a lot, that, you know, there's probably tons of idols dating, but we don't hear about it because the company is just paying the reporters. So you never know. Now, it didn't stop people from making up a bunch of rumors. I mean, I'm sure everyone has seen like pictures with the Dispatch logo on it saying this is the couple that has been revealed. And some people actually thought it was Giselle and Park Hyun-sik with like no evidence. I don't even understand the story. I just saw it. Looks like Dispatch's couple will be Giselle and Park Hyun-sik, but like, why? I don't get it. It just says, it literally just asks the question, and it was released by a Japanese media outlet, but like, where's the evidence though? So then here's the comments. Isn't Giselle the one who released this article? Oh, this is straight up a lie. Why are people swearing at Giselle here? The boy crazy girls who are the biggest enemies of women are the worst. No, but you can straight up tell this is a lie. Why would people be swearing at Giselle here? No matter how much you guys are trying to bring her down, Giselle is still super successful with her group and way younger than Park Hyun-sik. There's nothing she lacks as a girl group member. Why would Giselle release an article like this about herself? Huh? I'm lost. This then prompted another post saying Park Hyun-sik isn't dating aespa's Giselle, and then we suddenly see evidence, but it's like debunked evidence. So we see this picture and Dispatch's 2024 dating rumors main character Giselle Park Hyun-sik. Well, who is this guy then? I don't understand. A total mess, really. The fans' reaction to this shocking preview. Oh, the title made a typo on his name. So this is actually a picture that he himself released as an introduction to his soundtrack, and the woman in the photo is actually Han So-hee, not Giselle. I found people who believe this even more funny. How did people even believe this just from that picture alone? Did people go off with the second gen male idol and the fourth gen female idol? Seriously, this is dumbfounding. I saw this on YouTube and didn't believe this. So we had that. We also had Song Kang, who had his own rumor as the Dispatch couple being revealed. This was actually sent to me as well, and I'm like, I don't think this is real. So are My Demon co-stars Song Kang and Kim Yoo-jung dating? So of course we have these pictures of them going around. I actually saw a picture that was like of Dispatch. Well, it wasn't of, like, it was fake Dispatch. So the Dispatch photos were real, but not of Song Kang and Kim Yoo-jung. These are actually completely different couples in these photos. But it was another post going around basically implying the Dispatch couple, though it was not true. And you know, it is probably better that way. But since we didn't get a Dispatch couple revealed this year, I thought we could take a trip down memory lane, because I honestly, strangely enough, never knew this was a thing until like 2020. I'm not even kidding. Like, I didn't know this was a thing. So let's check it out. 2010. Okay, there's gonna be some people we don't know. Oh, 2013, Rain and Kim Tae-hee. Oh my god. I loved them so much. Two very beautiful people. Ooh, 2014. I was not there. Where was I? I was in K-pop at this time. Where was I though? Okay, 2015. I-dle, I don't know who these people are. I'm sorry. Oh, 2016. Jisoo of JYJ and Hani of EXID. Okay. 2016. Really? What? G-Dragon and Lee, former After School? I don't remember her. I am so lost. 2019, of course, Jennie and Kai. And then 2021, Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin. I'm like, didn't she marry her Crash Landing on You co-star? I don't remember him in Crash Landing on You. Was that him? I literally don't remember. 2022, Hyunmin, Tiara, and... Okay, I don't remember any of these. I'm sorry, I literally don't remember. Okay, so there we have it. i-dle's Miyeon recently performed at the MBC Drama Awards, and we have to talk about this situation because it seems that people weren't quite happy with her performance to the point where she herself actually apologized for her performance. So let's take a look. So there were apparently like 3 posts related to the performance, each with over 400 to 1,000 comments, all evaluating Miyeon's vocal skills. So now at one point, the performance videos were seemingly taken down from Naver TV and YouTube for a brief period of time. So a lot of people thought that maybe it's because of the backlash. Now, of course, as of now, I can find this performance on YouTube. However, she posted the following story to her Instagram account, and here's what she said. Dear viewers of the MBC Drama Awards and Nevies, I had the honor of performing a song tonight, and I was so excited to be able to sing a track that I love so much, but I was so nervous, and so I was off pitch. I messed up big time. I monitored the performance, and I figured that I must have surprised a lot of people. I'm sorry for disappointing the viewers, especially when I was there to congratulate the celebration. Going forward, I'll try even harder. The performance at SBS Entertainment Awards was a blast too. Thank you for all watching. Let's take a look at this performance. Just like a little snippet so we can get a gist of what people were hearing and what people were criticizing. Okay, so people were unhappy with that performance. And here's some comments from the performance. She must have been so nervous on her own, but I wouldn't say she failed her stage. This is worse than Park Jin-yoon's performance, and Park Jin-yoon was also dancing on top of it. Because of her talented image, in comparison, it was bad. I wouldn't say it was that bad. She must have been so nervous. That was bad. It's true that she was bad, but I don't think she deserves that much hate. I feel bad for her. No, but this was so bad. Honestly, I wouldn't say she did extremely well, but it's way better than those singers who only sing on top of AR. Please, we need to bring back real live culture. She wasn't as bad to deserve all these swears in the comments, no matter how different people's judging criteria are. Honestly, she was fine. It was totally live. This was supposed to be her own song, though. Interesting. The hate comments here are too severe. Please stop hurting her. You're telling me that's the singer of the original song? You're telling me she's the main vocal? I don't think she's bad, but she's not worthy of a solo stage. And it goes on like that. Here's the thing. Of course, yes, she was nervous, but this was also one of the most live K-pop stages that I've seen in a while. Usually you're struggling to hear an idol over the backup track. This time I'm struggling to hear the backup track over her. The backup track is so faint, and that is so rare to hear in K-pop these days. But that's the thing. If more idols sang live, I promise you we would have more situations like this. But because we have a lot of autotune in the mic, so the backup track is too loud, or people are just straight up lip syncing. The minute K-pop stans hear live vocals, it's foreign to them. They're like, I don't know what to do with this information. Like, this is weird to me. It's become so abnormal for K-pop stans to hear mistakes in a performance that when they do, I feel like it brings way more hate than if we were used to live performances. Because unfortunately, a lot of fans are convinced that live singing is bad singing because all they're used to hearing is lip syncing. I mean, the purpose of a performance is to show off your live vocals. That has kind of been lost in translation throughout the years. Performances dances have become something more to show off the choreography, which is fine because it's become the standard. But when it comes to people actually singing live, it is quite disheartening when they receive so much hate for any mistakes that they make. And this is not just in regards to Miyeon, this is in regards to people having voice cracks, this is in regards to people being out of breath when they're singing and dancing at the same time. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've heard live stages, people singing and dancing live, people saying that it sounds horrible when it just sounds normal because they're so used to hearing perfectly lip sync stages. And some people prefer the perfected aspect of a live performance, while others prefer that raw aspect. So let me know what you prefer. I think it's a very tricky situation. I actually made a short about this, so let's read some of the comments of what you guys think. So, she's human too after all. We all know that she can actually sing, and honestly, the performance wasn't even that bad. The fact that she apologized in writing those words admiring the fans, I don't think it was bad. Maybe a few moments, but she's human after all. I hope that after her explaining, she doesn't get any more hate and have people understand that people get nervous. I don't think she had to apologize, but I'm glad she's able to critique her own performance so she can better herself as a singer. I only hope no one criticized her too hard for this performance as she was still amazing. Her writing a message after a performance that she wasn't satisfied with shows that she cares about the quality of her performances. She's an amazing singer, but she is allowed to be nervous. She's still a person after all. I find it incredible that not only she recognized her mistake, but apologized too, not that she had to, instead of the company just telling her to keep it quiet when she would be receiving hate. I love that by recognizing this, she shows that idols are not perfect and that everyone makes mistakes, and that is okay. What matters is how hard you work to fix them. I think it was more of an explanation since she usually just doesn't sound like that. With other idols, they ignore it and people lay into them. I'm glad people know it was just nerves. She was singing live, and some people have forgotten even the best artists face moments of nervousness and make mistakes. True fans appreciate the authenticity and effort like myself. It's part of the live experience. Miyeon will keep shining and learning, absolutely. So there we have it. We actually have something to add to our today in protest tracks. So fans send out protest tracks to JYP Entertainment calling out Stray Kids stylist. Let's take a look, okay? That's a lot of belts. Okay. Oh my god, that is a lot of belts. It's okay. Fans have noticed that their makeup was badly done at their recent 2023 MBC Music Festival. Fans complained that the makeup was overly ashy in tone and their hair oily. Although the wet look is a typical style done by groups darker concept. I don't think it looks like offensively oily or anything. So here's the first protest track. Caked and split up bangs, oily and waxy hair, flat 5-5 partings, all out, improve Stray Kids hair. The hair and makeup is all the same as they ignore it. What's the use of planning album concepts? The hair and makeup team who stops us from rewatching fan cams and only cares about themselves. Out. Division 1 who can't understand what the public wants, get a grip. The hair and makeup team who only covers the members' strengths. Out. The fandom atmosphere is getting worse. If you didn't know, you should shut down your entertainment business. Their stylist, forget it. There's too much to say. Just change their stylist. Oh my god, here are some comments. Wow, please come to my biases company too. This is the first time I want to cheer on a chug. Please go in front of Bit and Boot too. Wow, they have the same stylist as NMIX. Insane. It's crazy over there too. The fans must be boiling. The comments are sad but funny. Please come to our company. Oh, they're all agreeing. I mean, okay. I would love to know what you guys think of this. Did you notice it? Let me know what you think. Do you think the truck was deserved or do you think it's a little dramatic? Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. Sister 19 have revealed a teaser and track list for their comeback after like 28 years. Oh my god. So we have No More My Boy. You know, they debuted with My Boy. So I'm intrigued to hear this one. And then we have Saucy. Oh my god, that is so exciting. You guys have no idea. You know, people want like more adult concepts in K-pop. I feel like Sister are going to give us what we want. January 16th, I will mark my calendar. We also have ITZY who released their teaser for Untouchable. Shall we give it a quick little look? Just a quick little look. What do you think? There's so many teasers today that we have to look at. NMIX also released a teaser. They're having a comeback soon. Eerie and cinematic trailer for FE304 Break. I feel like this is going to be long. Yeah, we can't watch the whole thing, but I'll link it below if you want to check it out. ATEEZ, Hongwan, Hongjung dropped their music video for their unit song, and Psy's Gangnam Style reached 5 billion views. I remember, oh, I don't remember when it reached 1 billion, but I remember when, like, there was a time in YouTube history when 1 billion was like unheard of, like a big deal. Our K-pop song of the day is Sen Ani by Jessie. Now, I'm a YouTube premium girly now. I can listen to whatever I want, and I can tell you for a fact that the music video for this song doesn't even exist, let alone the audio version, but someone re-uploaded the music video, so it's okay. We can still listen to it. I actually really like this song. This is the first Jessie song I ever listened to, and it's because I was really watching everything BTS related, and she was on a show with BTS, and I heard her rap, and I was like, oh my god, damn. A really catchy song. That's right, got my space jams. Oh my god, it's like it's on a CD player and it's skipping. What's going on? Okay, wrong version of the song, but I really like Sen Ani by Jessie. It's just like such a confidence anthem, like when everybody looks at me, oh so pretty. When I look at myself, oh so pretty. Okay, that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Also, some news, I'm going to be reopening my channel memberships for those who would like to join, on top of my Patreon as well. I will have both, so there'll be some like fun little emojis, and depending on the level, you can get some videos early, some bonus videos, all that jazz. So that's pretty exciting. Here are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.